So I've come with another wonderful question again. So I'll just say welcome back to my channel. And again, I just opened a TikTok account. I didn't really even want to open it, but I get like my the group I'm teaching, just most of them are at TikTok, so I just opened it and told them to follow me there. Some they don't have a YouTube account, so now I'm now on TikTok and Facebook, so you can follow me there. So today, what do we have today? Today I'm going to be showing you how I did make my Netflix website. I made a Netflix website. Cool, huh? Okay, so just start by simply going to this site, um Netflix account. That's what I just named it. So I'll open it. Now now that I open it, um it's just the things I use. I just use this are some images and some videos, and in my Netflix website I also put my logo. I'm also going to be putting my logo in the website that I showed you guys, and I think I've showed you how to put images in your coding, whether you use Notepad. You must also, whether you use Notepad or Sen. So you must know how to put that. So just okay, let's start. So as you can see here, I put some videos here, but this video is not in the programming though. So I put some videos and I put my icon on that on the Netflix website, and this is my CSS file. So let's just open the so as you can see, this is the way I did it, just exactly like Netflix, but Netflix in Christian Tech way, as you can see, because the icon is here already. This is the Netflix icon, and this is where you're gonna sign up after typing your email. You can also type your email. I just type in Christian or any type of your email. When you type it, then you type the sign up button. So it's not going to be reacting anything because I've not put any email, so I don't have time for that for now. So I'm just going to be going straight to the point quickly. So you can also try 30 days for free, bro. Although, and if you scroll down here, you're going to be seeing some distance. Can see here, enjoy your TV. So you can also see some other things. So and you see in between them, and you can see that in between them there's what they call a borderline. I set a borderline there. You're going to be we're going to be doing that in the CSS file. I set a borderline, and you can see these are some videos I also put there. I put like 4 videos. So if you follow my last video on my my YouTube channel and Facebook channel, apart from the TikTok, because I just recently opened it. So if you follow that YouTube and Facebook channel, you will see how I taught you guys how to put your video, your image in any of your this thing you created. So the thing that you must put it in your body tag, not in your head tag. You must put it in your body tag. Understand? It must be in your body tag. That is where, if it's in your head tag, it won't show at all. So it must be in your body tag. So can we go see the programming, shall we? I'm just going to be okay, cancel it. Go to the coding. So we want to be actually use VS Code, because the last time I used Notepad, but I opened it with VS Code for easier understanding in the last video when I created a browser. But in this case now, I use VS Code to do it. So let's see. So right now it's opened. So I'm just going to I'll be teaching you something very briefly. Okay, so if you come here, this file, what you will do now is open folder. You will not say open file, open folder, because all this, I taught this in my last channel. So because all this is in this folder, not a file, you understand, in this folder. So let's go back to our code. We'll come here and say open file, open folder, sorry. Okay, open folder. When we open folder, just, as for me, the Netflix account is on desktop, so I'm going to tap desktop, and you can see this Netflix account here. Then I click on select folder, and immediately it replies me. As you can see, all um the the videos and the images I put there also appearing there. Even this Godzilla vs King Kong, this icon, everything. So, and I also said this in the last video, that your images and your video must be in .mp4, and your images must be in .jpg. Like this, I name my images 11 and I put it in .jpg. Depending on the device you are using, it might tell you that it might just automatically put it for you. It might not put any not jpg or anything. So as you can see, this is why I started doctype.html. My title is in head as always, and I also link my link rel style sheet, and I use the href so as to tell us the location of our CSS file. So on top is going that's the way I made my the Netflix on this thing. As you can see, this body tag, where is it? This body tag is where I put my section, my class container, because I put all this. Make sure when you're creating something exactly like this, or something that looks like this, my advice for you is that make sure in your body tag you put your section, then you add your class, the course container, then you also put your div tag too. So your class will be head, then before you put your image, then when you put your image.jpg, you use your a tag, then also add href arch, then you put your sign up. Then if you want to put your icon like I put on my like I did here, you can also put it maybe just after this thing, the a tag. You can just come here and put your image. So this Netflix, when you put it in section and you put it class equals container div class equals heading, then image src netflix.jpg. When you put it, you must have something like this, but at that point this will just be up. It will not, you will not see these spaces, and this on sign up will not even actually be at the middle. It will be somewhere here. Let me show you something. If I should remove this this icon here, this icon, so okay, let's save it. Save. Then we'll come to our browser, then we refresh it. You see that the sign up and the Netflix, this is actually what I did the first time until I just seen him just add my icon and bring this one and put it here. You understand? So but if you don't want to put the icon, but as for me, I want the icon there, so that was why. So that was why I put the icon here. So now to make spacing, to if you want your spacing to be something like this, you know, there should be spacing. You understand? Okay. I'm going to put that my icon back now. Then I'll start to change some few things that you must know, like some few ideas. So you cannot just copy and paste my code. So you have to know some few things that will help you, even though you want to do something like this. Okay, let's start. Now after you have done exactly something like this, no, not here, the Netflix icon. Okay, the Netflix icon. So after I've done something netflix.jpg, then you put your hashtag sign up. So then if you want spacing in between, then that's when your style css will come in. Then you can see, just ignore this body background for now. I will explain why I put that. Then let's come here. You can see I put .container.head. Why I put that is because our section class is equals container. So we are going to use this container head. We are going to hold that. So just copy the container, copy the head, or if you don't want to copy it, you can just go direct to your styles, then just .container space .head, then you put this exactly type of bracket, then you press enter. Then I set the position absolute, top 0, left 0, display flex, as always, justify context, space between. Now this justify context is the main thing that gives that space between. You understand? So then I just put my align text items center. Then I put my width 95. So it was that width that gave me something like big like this. You understand? That gave me something bold like this. So then the justify context space between, because when you make it, it will be something like you have your sign up somewhere here. You understand? But when you put that space between, there will be space. You understand? There will be spacing. So when you just then your padding 0 at the right 50%, no 0 and 50 px. Then I'm going to use my z index, and I use a large number for that z index. You get? So then now the image, this image that is inside that container, once we have done something like this, then our image, this image, will have to like give it width. We only just give it space between, and we just align the items at the center. We just gave it a like good width and gave it padding. You understand? And we also gave it a absolute position. So but we have to give width to the image, to this image exactly, So what we are going to do is that you go there again, dot container dot head space img, then put that bracket. The reason for that is this: when you come here, you see that this is your container, this is your head. Then after that, what follows is the image. Are you getting me? After that, what follows is the netflix.jpg image that follows. So that is why we are going to follow that same process. In the style side, dot container dot space dot head space dot space img, no dot, sorry. Then put this specific bracket, enter, then put your width 13%. Then when you do that, I assure you have to have something like this, as good as this. So then also we also have to do something about that sign up. I did something about the sign up. As you can see, my own sign up is color blue, and I also, as you can see, that my sign up is the color is blue, and I also put the blue inside white, something like this. As you can see, the border radius, if you check here, the curve is bent. That is our border radius. Let me just show you in the, so just come here the same way, dot container dot head, then a. The reason for that is as simple. It's just when you come here, you see that inside our body tag, our section space class equals container, then div, I also add my div tag, and I also put a class there, head. Then we have made arrangement for this image. Then now, instead of putting dot container space dot head space img, we put dot container space dot head space a tag. You understand? Then when we put something like this, the style css will know that we are trying to make arrangement for this sign up. You understand? Not for the icon, please. Not for the icon. There is a difference. Not for the icon, but for the a tag alone. I didn't make any arrangement for the icon. So now, dot container dot head, as I said. So now, when you press the space, then I put my color blue. That was what brought something like this. You can see it's in blue color. Then I put my text decoration none. That means I don't want any, I don't want any like this, the way I just put it. the way I just put it in the coding in our HTML, the way I just wrote it here, that is the way I want it. I don't want any text decoration or anything. So that also I have to put my text decoration in none. Then I put my background color. The background color for that sign up white. You understand? As a programmer, I don't normally use something. I just put like something like color, then dots. I'll just press blue. I use something like this, hash FFF. Like now, if I want to put black, I press hash 000 to give me black. Something like that, what I do. But just for video, I just put the blue there. So you can use anyone that you're good at. Color, dot, space, blue, then semicolon. You understand? Or background color, then your column, then space. You can just if you even though you type white, if I should change this now and type white, it's still the same thing. It will still give me what I want. You can see. So but for me, I just use the hash FFF. So there is no difference. Please don't think that there is no difference at all. So just follow me. There is no difference. Then I also put my padding to be 8 px at the right, then 18 px at the left. Then I put my border radius to be 5 px. Then once you do that, you save. You come to your file and save. Then come to your website, your Netflix website, and refresh. You understand? So once you refresh, you will have something like. But take note, this will be here where this my Christian Tech icon is. It will be here. You understand? But I'm the one that shifted to the middle. Please don't follow something like this. You understand? That was why at that first place I showed you here that I I removed I don't put icon or anything, even though you want to put your own icon. If you're putting your own icon, there will be a problem for you. What is the problem? Your sign up will land somewhere here. You understand? It will be okay. Let me just show you. Okay. Alright. Follow me. Let me show what I mean. But if you still want your icon, maybe like you want them to know that you're the one who made it. You understand? So this is what I just did. I came here, I put my head, I put my title, and I linked my CSS. Then I came here, I put image src icon control width. Then I just exactly what I did here in the body tag, I put it in the head tag. The head tag is not going to give me the icon as I said, but it's going to give me space to put that icon. You understand? So I use that knowledge. I just created that space and make sure my sign up fits there. But once I just remove this and I save, and I come here to refresh, this is what I get. Do you understand? So you can see what I'm saying. So take notes. That was why I have to do something like this. So once I do something like that, there is no problem. So now what's the next thing? Once I've done something like that and you did what I did on my style, please, and again there is also a problem. Your own border radius, my own border radius is 5 px. Your own it might not be 5 px. So don't think your own is 5 px and I also put 5 px. You're just following what I'm doing. That is not knowledge, please. That is just copy and paste. You understand? I put my border radius at 5 px, and when you came here and you refreshed your own, When you came here and you refreshed your own, maybe your own was now like rectangle. It was not something like this. All you just need to do is just come here, just put your own, change it. Why don't you change it to 4px, or you change it to 6px, and just save and keep refreshing until you get the perfect size like mine. Even your padding might not be the same as my own. You understand? That's why anytime I'm doing something like this, I save it, then I refresh it to see maybe I'm getting the exact thing that I pictured in my mind. Do you understand? So now what is the next thing? The next thing for you to know is I'm going to come here again. When now, normally, as I said, I opened a section tag here. I opened a section tag here. I closed it. I open a div tag. I closed it. Please, if you want something like this, just when you just type open bracket section space class equals, when you bring that equals, it will give you those two at the top. All you just need to do is put your cursor at the middle, then put the container. Immediately you press, when you close the tag, it will bring this one immediately. That's just one thing about Visual Studio Code. But when it comes to Notepad, it's just like you're writing a note, but you're writing a code. It won't give you any clue, any trace of clue. Immediately you close your tag, it won't automatically bring this out and just fill it for you. Yeah, it will just leave it like that. So you're the one that will know what you are doing. But when it comes to, like, now let me show you what I mean. I come here and I put section, and I come here, I close it. Can you see that it has completed it for me? But once it comes to Notepad, it won't do anything like that. So that is why I have to create this Netflix website with Visual Studio Code. Thank you. So now when I'm done with that, I'm done with Netflix, I'm done with the sign up. Then I come here again, I put my section just like the same way, class banner, then image, back JPG. The reason why I put banner is because I need something like this. This is what I need. I need something like this. This image. You see that it's showing at the back, like just like frame. It's not that it's coming up. I'm putting the image and there's some things showing. You understand? So what I did, I have to put my section class as banner. Then the banner, the image that I want to use for that banner is this image. This image here. You understand? That is here. So I named it back. You understand? Because it's something I'm going to like put at the back or something like that. So I name it back, and normally I use .jpg. Then I put in my class, I put fit. Now you might, when there's a funny thing, when you immediately you do that and you press file save, you will not have a full this thing screen like screen background. Your might just be something like this. This one and this one which will be here would have been sorted out. Do you understand? Would have been sorted out, but your full this thing might just be something here. Understand? It will not be full. Your own self might just be here, just depending on your system. You understand? So, but don't worry about that. So that's why we have our CSS here. So just when you put that, don't save anything, just come here again, then div, you open your div tag, then div space class equals box, then div space class equals heading. Then immediately you do that, It mean you know that when we open a div tag, we close the div tag. I open another div tag, I close it again. So that makes it two two okay, one, two, three div tag plus this one that I opened there. Three div tag. All I know that once you like now, if I open a div tag, just do something like this, enter, it will give you something like this. So once you do that div tag box and it gives you this, just press enter, put on a div tag, enter. You understand? No need to structure or do anything. So after doing that, I use my H2 and I put unlimited movies, TV shows and more. Then I use H5, watch anywhere, cancel anytime. Then I put my P tag, which is like a subtitle. Then after I do that, when you do that and you save, you will notice that this unlimited movies, TV shows and more, and this cancel anywhere, and this will be ready, will be somewhere under, like it will be under, it will just be here under with white. It's going to be black like this. It will just be somewhere under. You understand? So the reason for that is because you have not centered this, you have not put any, you understand? So just come here, your stars, and go to um so now you go to your CSS, then you do dot banner space dot fit, then this specific bracket. You understand? So the reason we all know, just like the last one, the reason for that, see it's banner fit box. So we'll be leaving the box, just banner space dot fit, then width, you can see my width 100%, height 100%, my position absolute automatically, top 0%, left 0%, then object fit cover. Then after I've done that, I'll now go to the box, which dot banner dot box, my position relative, top 25, left 40, transform. I'll be yes, I also use transform, translate -50, right and left -50, then z index 1000. You understand? Then when you do something like this, when you do these two, you will see that your this one will be at the center, but it might not be as like, might not be as like centered as my own. Do you understand? Let me show you why it might not be like that. You know that as I told you before, I use a little bit of knowledge. If I should cancel this image I put at that head tag that I was showing you before, if you can remember, if you can recall, then I don't want to put any icon here. I don't want to put any icon here. You understand? Let me just, okay. Then now let me save my work. Then I come here. Okay. Now you can see that it's a little bit up. Understand? This, you might have something like this. You can see the spacing I put. My own spacing, I didn't have to add any space between. You understand? Because if you're to my own, when I just did it and I just refresh it, I just saw something like this and I was like, wow, like why is this happening? And when I try to use my padding and my justify content to to refaced it back, the thing was now more wider. I was like, okay, let me just leave it like that. So when you're doing your own might be like, might not have this space. So if it does not, and you watch this video, you can just follow my channel and comment there. Then when I see your comments, I will reply. I'll give you an answer of the code that you will use. You understand? So let's continue. So now, after that, we're also going to be using our banner box heading. You understand? The reason why we are doing that is because we are done with those ones. So the reason why we're doing that is this. You can see banner heading. And what are the headings? These are the heading H2 and H5. So we have to do something about them. And what are we doing? I want to, make it as bold as this, something like this. I want to put it white, you just have to stylish it. So when you do that, dot banner, space dot box, space dot heading, then this type of brackets, you put your display to be flex, then your flex direction will be column, then your justified content will be center, because you want your unlimited shows and all those things to be at the center. You understand? Because those banner box and feet will not give you will not those banner box and feet will not give you an exact center. You understand? That's why I came here. When I saw something like that, then I use heading. I just continue display full column space flex. You understand? Just something like this. Then I use my justify content center. Then my align item center, and my text align to center, because I just want everything to be at the center. That's just my aim. You understand? Then then my the for the H2, which is the unlimited shows and commanding models, will be when I put the dot banner dot box dot heading, then space H2. Why am I doing that? Because of, as you can see here, we have banner, we have box. That box is, why didn't I use dot banner dot fix dot box? No, this fit is in the section tag, but as you can see here, I open a div tag, and inside that div tag is where this H2 and H5, even this P, are located. You understand? They are not, but all of them are inside, even the div, all of them are inside section this thing, but their real location is inside that div tag. You get? So that's why. I put dot banner dot space dot box space dot heading. You understand? Then I specify the specific heading, which is H2. So then I just put font size, and my font size I put 3.125 rem. Then my color white, letter spacing 2px. That's the spacing in between, just like if you're writing normally, yeah, there's a spacing in between. So then your width 80. So once you do that, you also do that for H5 the same way. You can just copy and paste, then you just change the H2 to H5. Then you change your font size to 1.625 rem, because you don't want like the two to be in the same font. Then my the for the H2, which is the unlimited shows and commanding models, will be when I put the dot banner dot box dot heading, then space h2. Why am I doing that? Because of, as you can see here, we have banner, we have box. That box is, why didn't I use dot banner dot fix dot box? No, this fit is in the section tag, but as you can see here, I open a div tag, and inside that div tag is where this h2 and h5, even this p, are located. You understand? They are not, but all of them are inside, even the div, all of them are inside section this thing, but their real location is inside that div tag. You get? So that's why. So that's why I put dot banner dot space dot box space dot heading. You understand? Then I specify the specific heading, which is h2. So then I just put font size, and my font size I put 3.125 rem. Then my color white, letter spacing 2px. That's the spacing in between, just like if you're writing normally, yeah, there's a spacing in between. So then your width 80. So once you do that, you also do that for h5 the same way. You can just copy and paste, then you just change the h2 to h5. Then you change your font size to 1.625 rem, because you don't want like the two to be in the same font. It won't make sense that way. So once you just do that, then you remove those letter space and all those things. Just come here, put your font weight. For your font weight, you understand, 400. Then just find content center. Then you also do that again for the p tag. You understand? But for the p tag, I use 500. You understand? With no justify or anything. And my font size, I also put it as 1.2 because it's a subtitle tag, not anything other than that. You understand? So now, when you save and you come here and refresh, you have something like this. Something like this. You understand? So let's go on. So now, going to the banner box, banner dot box dot search is somewhere here. Now, after dealing with this side, this email will not be like this, and this, it will not be like this. You understand? Why all this one are being centralized, this one might be somewhere left or somewhere right. It will not follow that alignment as others followed. You understand? So that is why I came here, dot banner dot heading, then search. Do you understand? It won't make sense that way. So once you just do that, then you remove those letter space and all those things. Just come here, put your font weight. For your font weight, you understand, 400. Then just find content center. Then you also do that again for the p tag. You understand? But for the p tag, I use 500. You understand? With no justify or anything. And my font size, I also put it as 1.2 because it's a subtitle tag, not anything other than that. You understand? So now, when you save and you come here and refresh, you have something like this. Something like this. You understand? So let's go on. So now, going to the banner box, banner dot box dot search is somewhere here. Now after dealing with this side, this email will not be like this, and this it will not be like this. You understand? Why all this one are being centralized, this one might be somewhere left or somewhere right. It will not follow that alignment as others followed. You understand? So that is why I came here. Dot banner, dot heading, then search. Do you understand? So dot banner, dot then box, then the search. You understand? Not heading, sorry, because once you say dot banner, dot heading, dot search, it won't even work at all, because you're talking when you're saying heading, you're talking about this H2 and H5, which we have already deal with already. So it's dot banner, dot box, then inside that box search, because inside that search is where your email is really located, and you're trying 30 days for free. That is where it's really located, inside the div class search. So dot banner space dot box space dot search. Now you now use display, flex direction, row, justify content center, align item center. You understand? Then now we'll now say dot banner dot box dot search space input. Why are we doing that? For this dot banner dot box dot search, then input. You understand? So once we do that, then we put our font size to be 16, then border 1px solid, something like this, 1px, then solid form. You understand? 1px solid form, so it will be something like this. Then your after, even though you even do that border 1px for solid, you outline your color. You can see my own color, I used at 000. Then border radius, very important, 2px, is the one that will that will bring that will make this thing big like this, to make this thing big like that. But the border 1px solid is to show how solid the white is going to be. You understand? When it shows. So we also put our padding, our mean width, our height, and our align center. So when we do that, we also do that for the a tag. For the a tag, which is this try 30 days for free. So then text destination none, text transform package color blue. When you do all this, you will have something like that. Your own might not be exactly like my own. Your own too, you might have another box. You understand? You might have another box, and inside that box too might be color. You understand? You might have another this one again. You might have another box, something like another box followed. So, but as for me, my own is like this. So now now that we are done with that, then we are going to be focusing on this one here, this image. We have not forgotten about this image. We have to put this image in place. and this one. So this is it here. You come here to your HTML tag, then you do where is it? When when you started here, with section, and you have to close here with section. So you just put your cursor here, you tap enter, then you start here again, section class, then you name that your section class part 1. You understand? Then you name your div class talk, then you name your h1, enjoy your TV, that's your heading, then your substitute, your p, something like this. So do you get? Then you close your div. Your div class tag must be closed. So then your div class, this div class, the image will be, I named my own spider.jpg. Then your div class must be closed and your section must be closed also. Section open, section closed. So don't let us make that mistake, please. So by the time we do that, then we come to our you see that by the time we do that and we save, you see that by the time we save that, you see that our image and this thing will just be randomly scattered. It's our styles now that we use and arrange it. Then we just come here dot part 1. I believe you know that is in that our class. Then this we put our display flex direction, justifying context, space around. Why? Because I need space around here. I need some space in here. You understand? Then align item will be center, padding will be 2 rem and 4 rem, and we also put border bottom of 0.6 rem solid. Why are we doing that? 2 rem right, 4 rem left. You understand? When we do that, we have something like this, and our border bottom is this line. Do you understand? This line. So by the time we put this line, then we'll now proceed to our second image. If we don't do that, it will not be looking very, very explicit and good. Do you get? So that's our bottom is something like this. So now on that same part 1, we put our width of 40. Then our part 1 dot talk, that is that our div class. Then we also do font size 3.3 rem, letter spacing, bottom, then color. Our color will be the white. You see that by the time we save that, you see that our image and this thing will just be randomly scattered. It's our styles now that we use and arrange it. Then we just come here dot part 1. I believe you know that is in that our class. Then this we put our display flex direction, justifying context, space around. Why? Because I need space around here. I need some space in here. You understand? Then align item will be center, padding will be 2 rem and 4 rem, and we also put border bottom of 0.6 rem solid. Why are we doing that? 2 rem right, 4 rem left. You understand? When we do that, we have something like this, and our border bottom is this line. Do you understand? This line. So by the time we put this line, then we'll now proceed to our second image. If we don't do that, it will not be looking very explicit and good. Do you get? So that's our bottom is something like this. So now on that same part 1, we put our width of 40, then our part 1 dot talk, that our div class. Then we also do font size 3.3 rem, letter spacing, bottom, then color. Our color will be white. You see that by the time we save that, you see that our image and this thing will just be randomly scattered. It's our styles now that we use and arrange it. Then we just come here dot part 1. I believe you know that is in that our class. Then this we put our display flex direction, justifying context, space around. Why? Because I need space around here. I need some space in here. You understand? Then align item will be center, padding will be 2 rem and 4 rem, and we also put border bottom of 0.6 rem solid. Why are we doing that? 2 rem right, 4 rem left. You understand? When we do that, we have something like this, and our border bottom is this line. Do you understand? This line. So by the time we put this line, then we'll now proceed to our second image. If we don't do that, it will not be looking very explicit and good. Do you get? So that's our bottom is something like this. So now on that same part 1, we put our width of 40, then our part 1 dot talk, that our div class. Then we also do font size 3.3 rem, letter spacing, bottom, then color. Our color will be white. You see that by the time we save that, you see that our image and this thing will just be randomly scattered. It's our styles now that we use and arrange it. Then we just come here dot part 1. I believe you know that is in that our class. Then this we put our display flex direction, justifying context, space around. Why? Because I need space around here. I need some space in here. You understand? Then align item will be center, padding will be 2 rem and 4 rem, and we also put border bottom of 0.6 rem solid. Why are we doing that? 2 rem right, 4 rem left. You understand? When we do that, we have something like this, and our border bottom is this line. Do you understand? This line. So by the time we put this line, then we'll now proceed to our second image. If we don't do that, it will not be looking very explicit and good. Do you get? So that's our bottom is something like this. So now on that same part 1, we put our width of 40, then our part 1 dot talk, that our div class. Then we also do font size 3.3 rem, letter spacing, bottom, then color. Our color will be white. Okay, so now then our image, we're going to give our image width. We have to give our image width. That's very important. Very important. Okay. I have to give an image width. So and how did I give my image width? How did I give it this size? That's what I mean. I gave it this size by the width on go to styles.css. Then after doing those, that pattern.talk and the p tag on, which is white, then my pattern dot the image width is 45%. You understand? Then when you do that, you will have something like this. And again, I'll also show you that systems are different. You can see that um on this HTML, let me show you. You can see that I put a p tag of save your favorite something. I know the offer should put TVS PlayStation, enjoy on your TV. That one was for that Spider-Man image that you saw. The Spider-Man image you saw. Yes, watch on smart TV plays and all those. That's the P tag. And you can see that on browser on our Netflix website we are not seeing it here, which I don't know why yet. You can see, but I should do something like this. You can see that it's brought it out. You can see it. So, but it's not showing here, only this one. And the rest, I also wrote something. Here too on this side. But when I run it, it was not showing, so I just removed it. So, but for your own, it might be showing. So you can just if your own will show, this is what you're going to do. Because my own, I didn't put it here because I don't know why, but I'll solve the problem later. All problem can be solved. So I'll solve the problem later. So but for now, so now when we have done, when we have put the image, the width image, then you come here again dot part one dot img. The reason why we put that to img, that image is for that Spider-Man. You understand? This image that is here is for this one. There's two difference for the part one, right? So this image is for this, the one that has part one dot and dot part one img is for this one. Then dot part one img space img, they are now referring to the one in Spider-Man. Yes, not this one. By Spider-Man. So the img space img is for this img. Then the that's image as the as the program this thing and um and then the normal image that you will be referring to. So that is what I did here. You can see that the part one is image. So then part one, okay, also dot part one dot img, then space img with 100 actual width, the one that wrote that I did part one space I dot img space img with 100. Yes, so this is the width. Yeah, this is the main width. Yeah. So but this one we still have to put the width because this one too also follows. It also follows because the 100 is just how big this thing is. But that's how big this image is. But the one dot part one space img is the one that is giving us this size and is putting it at, you know, so then the other one I did again was I did dot list, which is okay. I think that dot list will be leaving it for, let me see, just hold on. Okay, dot list h1. Yes, so the h1 is the enjoy your TV, watch smart. Then p tag, watch something smart. So I made it big like this. So if you write it normally without you adding anything to it's not be as big as this, and it's not be like this that it's not showing at all. That's not showing, so it should just be like normal handwriting. So I have to stylish it by saying I come in here and saying dot list, then I put width 60, display flex and all those, as you can see here. Then I came here, I also said dot list, then h1. Now that h1, now I have specified the actual list. I specified the actual list that I am using. Now that I have specified dot list space h1, I have specified the actual list. This one too will also receive that response that this coding is for this h1 and not for any other code. You understand? So now this and this are now working together. So dot list space h1, right? Then color white, then font size is 3 rem, then my padding is 3 rem space 0 space 4 rem space 0. That is left right. You understand? So when you run it, you have something like this. So this your own p tag might be showing, it might not be showing. As for me, it's not showing, which I don't know why. I'll stop the problem later. So when you do something like that, then you have a big something like this. But then you would have already put the spacing, which I did. For me, I used 2 rem to 4 rem. So let's continue. Then at my my title part, which is at the my title part, I added some things there. Okay, so the title, you can see that the title background is black. The padding, the space between and everything is what I put for the title part. Even text decoration that is showing none. Oh yes, there's something I want to show you. There's something I just remember now. When you do all this thing, when you do something like this, your own will not be showing black. Once you run it, your own will not be showing black. It will be showing white. Sorry for that. It will be showing white. You understand? It's not be showing black now. It should be showing white. So what are you going to do? Come here. Come here. You go up. Go up. You understand? When you go up, then you put body in your style.css. You put body at the very beginning. Before we didn't started with this. We started with container head. You understand? But we are going to put our cursor at this beginning of that dot, first dot. Then press enter. Then it will be taking you up. So you create like 4 space, then you put body, put that specific bracket, and you put background, then you put black. When you put black, you will see that you have everything will now be black like this. You understand? So it will be aligning with this first one. And also there's something you also have to do. You can see that even this upside too is somehow showing black like that, somehow showing black. So if you want to do that, you come here, you come here in the title part, type in these words. So the title, you can see that the title background is black. The padding, the space between and everything is what I put for the title part. Even text decoration that is showing none. Oh yes, there's something I want to show you. There's something I just remember now. when you do all this thing, when you do something like this, your own will not be showing black. Once you run it, your own will not be showing black. It will be showing white. Sorry for that. It will be showing white. You understand? It's not be showing black now. It should be showing white. So what are you going to do? Come here. Come here. You go up. Go up. You understand? When you go up, then you put body in your style.css. You put body at the very beginning. You know, before we didn't started with this. We started with container head. You understand? But we are going to put our cursor at this beginning of that dot, first dot, then press enter, then it will be taking you up. So you create like four space, then you put body, put that specific bracket, and you put background, then you put black. When you put black, you will see that you have everything will now be black like this. You understand? So it will be aligning with this first one. And also something, there's something you also have to do. You can see that even this upside too is somehow showing black like that, somehow showing black. So if you want to do that, you come here, you come here in the title part, type in these words. So because on your background, on your the image, all this black thing will not be showing because it's not even part of your image. But for you to make them showing, because you have to put that black thing so that even so that they will think, you know, everything is just in one, this, not knowing that this black that is showing here is just a background, and this one that is showing here, that is showing the black, is just, you just put like, just like you're spraying the background with a little touch of black. Understand? And how did I do that spray? To do that spray, after typing these title words, which you must do, you have to come here, you put your dot icon, then width 20 px, position relative. You understand? Then you now put dot icon, then you put two full column, then you put before. You just follow this code. When you follow it, then you come again, you do the after on. Understand? And make sure you use that transform rotate 90 degree. Please don't use any other degree. It's 90 degree. Then the transition will be 0.5 seconds linear. If you don't do it like that, I'm sorry for for your for your work or whatever. So you have to do something like this. So once from this icon dot icon to this transition 0.5 second linear from the beginning to the end is what you must do to accomplish this. So by the time you save and you refresh, you see that something black will be showing up and something black will just be showing down. By the time you do it and you now add that background that we add at the very at the that we put at the very first that we put at the very very first beginning, you see that they will align very very well, and your work will be looking neat. You understand? So, and for this one, if it's that your own worked for this one, when you did the first one and these two were showing, if you want to do the second one and the third one, just go here. My own is not sure, but I'll show you how to do it. I didn't put it in my coding, but I'll show you how you do it now. So you just come here. You see that on my this thing, I put section class, I put part 2 div talk h1, just like I did. Just copy what is in the part 1 on and paste it in the part 2 on, and just change your this thing, your the part 1 to part 2. You change your h1 to download your offline shows, save, then your p tag to save your favorites. This thing, when you do that, you copy again, you paste again, then you put it to part 3, then watch everywhere, stream unlimited, what I just as your p paragraph, like what I just did there. Then once you do it, then you can see in that, before you copy that, um that's before you copy again and paste again and put this part 3, when you copy the first one, paste it, you will see that this your image that is up, it will be down, it will not be up. Do you understand what I'm saying? It will not be up. The first one now, you can see that, see where our image is down, see where our section, this one is. But in this second part, if you realize, you notice that this image, that is 11.jpg, that's the one I use for my second image, you see that it's up, then the section part is down. The reason for that is, assuming this my second, like that my second words I'm supposed to put here worked, you see that the words came before the image, but in the second side, the image is coming before the words. That is what I'm trying to tell you. That's why, because the reason for that is because the image for this part 2 is up, and then the section part is down, so opposite. So by the time you copied what is in the part 1 and create space and paste it, then you change that, you would have copied, you just change the 1 to 2, then change that your h1 to download of file shows, and change the p tag to this save your favorite. Then that image that is down, you bring it up, just like I did. You bring it up. By the time you bring it up, then the image you just copy the image that will be down, because you would have copy and paste it. So just copy the image that will be down and just bring it up there and cancel the one down. By the time that you when you do it correctly, you have something like this. Then you have your words here, your own work. So by the time you do it, your words will be scattered, it will not be arranged. So for you to arrange your words, just come here, the side where there is, you see all this side, from the beginning of this part 1, from the beginning of this part 1 to the ending of this part, copy everything. When you copy everything like this, just come here, then create like 2 space, then paste it. Do you understand? When you paste it, anything that you see, anywhere you see part 1, just be changing it to 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. By the time you put 2 in everything, that is all you just need to do. No need to change the color, no need to change the width or font size or anything. Just leave it the way it is. All you just need to do, just copy. All you just need to do is just to copy from this beginning part of the part 1 to the ending part of this part 1. Copy everything from here where this cursor is blinking. Just tap enter like 2 times or 3 times, then paste it. By the time you paste it, anywhere you see 1, you change it to 2, so as your part 3, because if you notice we have 3 images. So as your part 3, too, that is where you do it if you want to work. Then your part 3, by the time you've done the one for part 2, you copy what is in part 1, not in part 2, because in part 2 our image is up and not down, so you have to copy what is in part 1. Then create a space in your like after this ending of this section tag, create like 2 space or 3 space, then the then paste it there, then change the 1 to 3, then change the h1 tag to watch everywhere, and change the p tag to, once you do it, then go to your style css, then copy that side I said you should copy, and change everything to 3. By the time you do that, save and come here and refresh. By the time you do that, it will also create this borderline too. It will also create it again, just like I did here. See borderline, understand? So then for the videos, how did I add all this video there? The video that you want to the video that you want under add all this video, the video that you want to put in your Netflix website, you must have already put it in your folder. So by the time you put it in your folder, you just come here in your body side where there's body. Where did I even put? Oh, in your HTML, go to your HTML. Sorry, not in your style. I was looking for it in style. Then look for your body. As you can see, this is my body, like my body tag. Then just for me, the side I put my own is after I put the part 3, and this is my section closing tag. I just created two space. As you can see, this is 62, then 63. I just put video. In my last video when I created websites, I taught how to put your video in your any created website. So this is the video SRC. You must put controls. If you don't put control, your video will not play. Then my width size was 500. So by the time you do this, you can see this I put 4 videos there, and everything is in .mp4. So by the time you just be copying and paste, and be changing the name of this thing. By the time you do it, file, save, come here, refresh, and you will see your video in this order. So thank you. Please follow me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, like and subscribe my YouTube channel, and the TikTok for my Christian Tech TikTok have not yet been confirmed yet. The reason why I just want to put it, because the people I'm teaching in my WhatsApp group are most of them are on TikTok, so they say that they prefer that one. Also, they are just different type of company. So, but for now, it's not confirmed. That's what I can only say. It's not confirmed for now. So thank you. Just like, subscribe, follow me both on both um YouTube and Facebook. God bless you.